Mayor Whitey Bulger. He seems to be involved in every crime in the city, and yet the Bureau keeps saying he's clean.
Well, what's Bulger done?
What's he done? Everything.
I'm not the trash can, not the last man at the finish line now.
You cannot say that to me.
The block that you can just follow and push around. I'm not the
changing job
in the haystack that you finally found. This ain't no free rent, come up with your 10-year time it down.
If he gives me his word, he will keep it.
What's up guys, Sage here, and today I'm reviewing the new gangster film, Black Mass. Now, Black Mass is directed by Scott Cooper, who brought you Crazy Heart with Jeff Bridges and Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale. And this film stars Johnny Depp, Joel Edgerton, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kevin Bacon, Jesse Plemons, Corey Stoll, Adam Scott, Peter Sarsgaard, Dakota Johnson, and Rory Cochrane. And it's the true story about the big gangster Whitey Bulger, who was secretly an FBI informant about gangsters and bad criminals in Boston for a very long time, and I gotta say, I absolutely love this film. First of all, the performances. Johnny Depp, as we all thought, is back. He is incredible in Black Mass. I will be shocked if he is not up for an Oscar. I think he definitely will be. I think there's definitely a 95% chance that he's going to be up for an Oscar. I will be very surprised if Joel Edgerton is not up for an Oscar because he gives an incredible performance as well. I will be surprised if Benedict Cumberbatch is up for an Oscar. I think he deserves it, but I feel like people will say he was barely in the movie. And even though he wasn't in the movie as much as Joel Edgerton and Johnny Depp were, he still was in the movie a lot, more than some of the other people that are in the movie, which I'll get to later. But Benedict Cumberbatch, I didn't see Khan or Sherlock when I was watching this movie. I saw Billy Bulger. Benedict Cumberbatch gives an incredible performance in Black Mass. Also, Dakota Johnson is pretty good, which is surprising. I haven't really seen her in a good role before. Also, Kevin Bacon, Peter Sarsgaard, and Rory Cochrane are also very good in this movie. The really surprising one in this movie, though, was Jesse Plemons. Man, this kid is phenomenal. Now, I've heard he's on Breaking Bad, and I haven't really gotten up to his episode yet. I'm only on, like, Season 2, Episode 6 or something. But I hear he's good on that, too. Jesse Plemons was phenomenal in this movie. He was close to being on my radar for an Oscar nomination. Like, very close. I just feel like he'd have to have a bigger role and more lines, because I feel like besides the opening scene, or, like, some of the scenes in the middle of the movie, he barely really talked during the movie. And I wanted to know more about his character, but still he gives a phenomenal performance. Also, the script is phenomenal. It was the perfect blend of darkness from a gangster movie and comedy from a gangster movie. And then when those things mesh together, it's a black comedy, which is hilarious. There's some really funny scenes in this movie. I was cracking up. And by the trailer, it looked like some scenes would be funny, but not this funny. The movie is hilarious. Also, the movie is very well directed. It has incredible cinematography, and it really captures its time period well. I kind of believe that this movie took place between 1975 and 1990 whatever, and I just really enjoyed that aspect of it, because we don't really see that many movies lately that really capture their time period very well, but I believe that this movie started in the 70s and ended in the 90s. Also, there are some very gripping and intense scenes, like in the very, very first teaser trailer for the film, you can see there's a dinner scene where Whitey Bulger is trying to get the trust of this other cop who he's eating dinner with and asking him what he marinates his steak in, and he says that it's a family secret, but then he ends up telling him what it is, and he tricks him into getting him to tell him what the secret is, and then that shows him that he can't trust him because he tells him what his family's secret is. That was a very gripping scene. There's also some very intense scenes where Whitey Bulger's doing something disgusting to people or killing people in gruesome ways, and it really sets the tone for how dark and disgusting Whitey Bulger was and what he did to people. And that's why I love these scenes so much, because they're very gripping and intense. Also, I really enjoyed the narrative structure of the film. I thought it was going to bother me since it's not told from the perspective of Whitey Bulger, but it didn't really bother me. I liked how it was from the perspective of Jesse Plemons' character, Kevin Weeks, while he tells the FBI information he knows about Whitey Bulger and the stuff he did and the people he killed, because at the time the narrative takes place, and when he's telling him that, it was before Whitey Bulger was caught and when he was on the run. I really thought it was going to bother me, because I like when it's told from the gangster's perspective, like in The Wolf of Wall Street. Even though he's not a gangster, Jordan Belfort was a criminal. But I really liked the narrative from that. I thought it was going to bother me in this, but it really didn't. I really liked the narrative structure in Black Mass. This is probably the best gangster film I've seen since The Departed, unless I can't really remember any good gangster movies that have come out since 2006. We've waited like 9 years to get another good gangster film, unless The Wolf of Wall Street counts, because that's better than both The Departed and Black Mass combined. But I don't think Wolf of Wall Street counts as a gangster film. It's definitely a crime film, but yeah, I think Black Mass is the best gangster film we've gotten since The Departed, unless I can't really remember any good gangster films. But yeah, Black Mass is incredible, and there were only 2 problems with it. First of all, I feel like it wasn't as epic as The Departed. Like, The Departed seemed like it was this huge gangster film, and I just think the sense of epic and like this big crime thing that went on, it kind of felt like it was a smaller crime thing that went on in this period. Also, my only other problem with this film is that some of the characters that were in this movie, that in the trailer they kind of made it out to be like they were going to be in the entire film, are barely in the movie. Dakota Johnson gets like 10 minutes of screen time. Corey Stoll gets like 5 minutes of screen time. Adam Scott maybe 15 minutes, and I wanted to see so much more of them. Also, Peter Skarsgård and Rory Cochrane and Kevin Bacon are barely in this movie, but the time that they're on screen is a treat because they give such incredible performances. And, I mean, they're probably the 3 that got the most screen time out of all the ones I just mentioned. Peter Skarsgård is just great in this movie, and he is one of the funniest parts of this film. And I just wanted to see so much more of those characters, especially Corey Stoll. I love Corey Stoll. He's one of the best working actors today, in my opinion. He's one of the most underrated. I loved him in Ant-Man, even though Yellow Jacket didn't get the best treatment that a villain should have gotten. But yeah, I love Corey Stoll. I wanted him to be in more of this movie. He doesn't even pop up until like the last 30 minutes of the movie and then leaves at like the last 20 minutes. So he really is only on for like 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to see so much more of these characters. Anyway, guys, I absolutely love Black Mass. I would be shocked if it's not up for Best Picture. I think it's definitely in my top 3 or top 5 best movies of the year so far, which is pretty surprising. I knew it was going to be good, but I did not think it was going to be as good as it ended up being. So I had a really fun and entertaining time with Black Mass, and I'm going to give it a solid A. I really recommend seeing it. It's a really fun time with the movies, and if you love gangster movies and have been waiting for a good gangster movie since The Departed or The Wolf of Wall Street, if you consider The Wolf of Wall Street a gangster movie, then Black Mass is definitely the movie for you. And guys, I'm sorry this review is up so late. I actually saw the movie last Saturday. I've just been having lots of trouble getting my reviews up, and I've been very busy with school lately, but I have lots of more reviews to bring you later in the next few days. But yeah, guys, have you seen Black Mass? What do you think of it? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Drop me a comment down below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, please like this video, and subscribe for more.